Hello everyone, Jak Syn here on behalf of Fiend.com and Future Daze, and today it is another exciting episode of Artist Interviews. Today I am sitting with Eduardo and Teresa of Lombardo. How are you two doing today?
Yeah, I'm really good, man. I'm fine. I'm enjoying this interview. I was looking forward to it, and I'm happy to do this.
How about you, Teresa?
I am fine too. Thank you. I am happy and excited. Good. I'm fine. Thank you.
How is the weather over there? How's everything over there where you guys are at?
Here it seems it's going to rain, and I love the rain. I love that weather.
Well, here it's gonna rain also, and that's why my internet is failing a little bit. But I also love the rain. I think, I'm a big fan of The Cure and of gothic music, so I really love the rain.
I know, me too. I like the rain too, but I gotta have a middle ground. It's gotta be nice and sunny, and then it's gotta be rainy. I can't have rain all the time. If I had rain all the time, I would go absolutely crazy. But I can enjoy it every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that here is always hot, man. The weather is too hot, so when it rains, it's like heaven here.
Well, that's awesome. For us here in California, we don't have like a winter or anything like that. We only have two seasons. We have spring and we have summer, and that's all we have. And then we're lucky if we get rain every once in a while.
Now, here in Venezuela, we just have two seasons also. We have rainy season and hot season. But the hot season is pretty hot, man. So we like it when it rains.
It's so hot.
Well, I'm going to have to go down there and check it out sometime and see how hot it really is.
Well, it will be nice.
It will be amazing.
You're welcome here.
Yes.
Awesome. So today we're going to ask you guys a couple of questions and see where it goes from here. Are you ready to get into it?
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
So tell us about Lombardo.
I started this project about 3 years ago. It was kind of like a solo project for me at the beginning. It was just me making some songs. I've always played in electronic music bands here in Venezuela, but this time I wanted to go solo. But after I made a couple of songs, I felt that there was some magic missing, And the magic missing was that they were all instrumental, and I've always worked with vocals, with voice on my songs, and that was what I was missing. So a friend of us told me that there is this girl, she sings really well, you should ask her to see if she wants to do something with you. So I went to Teresa and I asked her, and we did a song, our first song together. It has not been released yet. It will be really soon. But as soon as she sent me her demo, singing on my track, I was really blown away. She sings like an angel. So it was like, man, this is what I was missing. So when I heard her singing, I was like, hey girl, do you want to be a part of this project? And she was like, yeah, sure. And now here we are making music together.
Well, that's awesome. In different electronic bands, and then finally deciding to yourself hey, I want to start branching out on my own and doing something amazing. And then working with you, Teresa, how is it working with Eduardo?
I really like to work with him because we understand really well each other, and he is a really good friend and kind and creative and patient, very, very patient with me. I take my time to send the samples, and usually I take my time to connect with the song, to make the voice. I really think it's the best for the song because I don't sing the same always. I use a different type of voices and styles, and I came all the time with something new because I didn't study music. I always were like a free bird, you know, making my own music like him, alone, always alone. I really like to make my music by myself. I am a producer too. I make electronic music, and I take my time all the time. And so sometimes he starts like, please, Teresa, send the samples, please. Oh my God, please, I'm gonna die. Please send. And well, I am like, you have to wait. I am trying to make my sound.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're trying to figure it out. You know, I know that with anything,
Yes.
whenever you create anything, like it's a process, you know, and you can't rush that ever. It's like when you're in your moment, and you're in your zone, and you're making something and you're experimenting with all different types of, I guess, vocal techniques. That right there is a very interesting process. It really is, because you really cannot rush that ever.
No, man, the creative process can be rushed. So sometimes I send a demo to Teresa, and she starts to playing around with the demo. And the great thing about her is that she works a lot with harmonies, and she uses a lot of layers of vocals. And that for me,
I love the layers.
My favorite band is Queen. So, you know, Queen is all about layers. And she sometimes takes a lot of time to send me the vocal tracks. But when she sends the vocal tracks to me, it's, whoa, man, this is great.
Thank you.
Well, you do have a very good voice, Teresa. You do. I thoroughly enjoy it. And you, Eduardo, you have like a really good writing style as well. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy your music, and I gotta say, some of the stuff that you have sent me, it's really good.
Thanks, man. Well, I started making music when I was about 12 years old, and I was in the music school for a long time, but then I quit because I realized that it wasn't taking me anywhere. So I decided to. Well, I'm a bass player, you know, play bass. So, but before that, I was studying percussion. But my parents wouldn't want to buy me a drum set because it was too loud. So I decided to change of the instrument, and I changed to the bass guitar. And I got my first bass guitar when I was 12 years old. And after that, when I was about 14 years old, I got my first sequencer. It was a Korg, an electric, the first electric that came out. So when I pressed the play button on that machine, I was blown away, man. I was, what are all of these noises? What are all of these lights? What's this, man? So I got my hands into Air, you know, Air, the French band. So when I heard that cassette the first time in my life, I was like, man, I want to do this kind of music. Fuck rock and roll, fuck all of the types of music I was playing with. And I started making electronic music. So now it's been 20 years since that.
You're influenced by these artists that you grew up on, and you kind of just realized yourself, like, it kind of hits you in the head where you kind of go, this is what I want to do. This right here is what I want to push forward out into the world. And you're going to do everything you can to make that happen.
Yeah, man. Well, the first time that I got my first experience with music was back in the day. I got my hands into a Betamax cassette of Guns N' Roses concert. And there was a scene in the Betamax of the band joking around in the backstage. And I saw those guys doing really bad things in the backstage, you know, with the big hairs and with a lot of girls. And I was like, yeah, I was like 12 years old. And suddenly I was like, man, I want that for my life. I want to be that. So that's how I went into music.
What would you say is your favorite part about working on your recent singles?
My favorite part of working on my recent singles is the same part of working on all my music. It's the beginning process of taking the first steps to the song. I always joke around with synthesizers and with beats and make a couple of things here, a couple of things there. And after that, after 2 or 3 months, I take my time also, like Teresa. I start to do the whole structure of the songs. So my favorite part, I can say it is, I don't know, my favorite part is when I send the songs, the demos to Teresa and wait for her to do her stuff.
And I send them back.
You know, the two of you seem like you work really, really well together. You know, you guys have a good energy between the two of you. And that right there is sometimes a rare thing to have because, you know, with working in bands and working with other performers, it's like sometimes you butt heads and then sometimes you work really, really, really well. So I'm glad that you guys found that relationship together.
Thank you. The things I like the most to be working with him is connecting with the music again, because I have been working a lot to save the money and buy my things, and it's been really hard to create music again. I haven't been creating music for a long time ago, and now I am making music with him, and I love it. I love it because it's my dream. It's what I feel. It makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's all about right there, is making the music to feel alive. And that right there is very, very important to everybody out there. It's like if you're not feeling alive when you're making your music or creating your art, it's like, what's the point? Get behind it. Get inspired by it. Get inspired by the things around you and make them reality.
Yeah, man. My whole point about making music is to create some kind of customized reality for the ones who hear my music. You know, so it's not an escape, but I want people to feel in their own reality that it's not their own reality; it's my reality, but they can give their own interpretation to that reality that I'm giving to them. So that's really nice when the people says, "Oh man, I like your songs, I like your music. Your song took me to a place, took me to a memory," and that's really nice. That I think for me that's the whole point of making music.
Exactly right. Get into a moment and a time and a memory that you find beautiful. What was the drive behind getting you into making music?
For me, that Betamax cassette of Guns N' Roses. When I saw those guys doing that kind of stuff, bad stuff, you know, because there were bad guys. They're not my favorite band. I really don't like their music, but I was a child, so when I saw those guys with all those girls, for me, the first really drive for me to get into music was that feeling of being sensational, being out there, feeling that there are people waiting for you to do your thing. So that was my first drive. After I got into music, everything changed. I started to study music, and I started to have bands, and then I realized that music was more than the life of a rock star, you know, because here in my country, I've been in a couple of successful bands, and I had quite a rock star life here so long ago. So beyond that, my drive is that give people not escape, but a customized world. It's hard to put it in words because music is so subjective, so people can have their own interpretation of whatever they hear. But my thing to my own music is to give people that kind of customized reality where they can just lay back and enjoy themselves for a while. And that's it. If people is feeling fine with my sounds, I'm happy.
For me, music has been always a theme of connection and freedom. When I was a kid, about 6 years old, I started to feel a connection with the singing. And I was always singing in all the house, like, I don't know, invented English improvisation, like things like that. And when someone asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be a singer when I was 6 years old. So I started to grow up with this feeling and sensation and thinking. And my mom always listened to really good music like Radiohead, Moby, AC/DC, Scorpions, Rammstein, bands like that. And so I don't like the reggaeton. I don't know if you know about the reggaeton. Do you know?
Yes, I know about the reggaeton. Yes, yes.
Okay, I don't like the reggaeton. I am anti-reggaeton here. So well, I grow up with this good music around me, but I took another path, another way with electronic soft music like Moby, Bjork, Massive Attack, and I love Air too. Those are my like my start with the music, the way I see the music with those bands. And well, I feel alive when I start to create music. All the time I have been studying other careers. Like I started with environment studies in the university, and I graduate. I fix airplanes.
Yes, it's an airplane technician,
Yeah.
man. That's pretty awesome.
Airplane technician. Okay, and so I was one day like fixing a jet, and I was thinking, man, I am not happy. I need to make music. So I abandoned my career, and now I am working with photography and design and video, and my dream is to live by the music. That it's what I want to do, because it's the same thing that Eduardo. I want to connect people with the things I feel, and I want to make another people's life happier and make them feel magical, special, unique. And those are the feelings you find in the music. When you listen a good artist, you feel unique, you feel magical, you feel like you are flying, like you are somebody really special.
Yes, you do. You know, that right there at its core is what it's all about. Like the creation of art and music is about pushing it out to the world, yes, but also helping people to connect with it too. Helping people connect with who they are inside, getting back to the core of who they are through sound. And I think that if you can bring joy to people through your talents, your creative talents, like with writing or playing music or singing, then you're doing an amazing job, and you are helping people to explore those feelings that sometimes they wouldn't normally explore. I think that it'll help people through tough times in life. Music is a very great thing, and a very helpful thing for the soul.
I think it's a tool.
A tool to help you discover who you are inside.
Yeah, it's a tool to help yourself, and most of all help other people as I said before, you know, create a customized world, not escape. I don't like to think about music as escape thing because I don't escape through music. I live through music. And I know that there are people who escapes through music, but I don't see it like that. I live through music and I like to create that sort of different world for other people to feel comfortable, to feel nice, to feel laid back. And I don't know. Right now, we are working on a Prince, a song by Prince called "Nothing Compares to You," the same song that Sinead O'Connor sings. It's a really famous song. We're making a cover of that song and we're paying for the license and all of that because we wanted to put it out there because I'm really tired of the Sinead O'Connor's version. So we're making, yeah, we're making a new version on the synthwave style of that song, and it's coming out really, really nice, man. As soon as we got it
Coming
finished, I'm gonna
out
send it to you.
soon.
Soon. I'm still waiting for you.
Soon.
Well, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear that. I mean, that sounds like that's going to be amazing. And you two working together on that, I'm sure the sound is going to be like just epic, right?
Yeah. We like that's one thing we have in common. We like epic things. Teresa likes. It's not that she likes. She makes music by herself, epic music. Like Viking music and that kind of stuff, like some Celtic
Yeah,
operas and that kind of stuff. And she,
I
and she
love
also
Celtic
makes some
sounds.
jazz. She also makes jazz music. And as a matter of fact, we are making a remake of one of her songs that is a jazz song. And I'm really into jazz, but I know that I can't play jazz because it's too hard for me. Even though that I studied music, I can't play that music. That music is for geniuses. So she has jazz tracks. So for me, that's great. And right now, when I write songs, I wrote songs for practically for her. When I'm writing a song, I'm thinking about what Teresa will do in this part, what Teresa will sing in this part. And I think that's pretty much what makes us a pretty good duo.
You're pulling from different experiences, and you having a background in all of that amazing stuff, Teresa, is really great to have that background with jazz and soprano stuff. All of that is a real asset to working together as a group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really great because I mean, I won't say that she's my muse because I don't believe in muses. Because I believe that my inspiration comes from hitting my little toe with the table. I can get inspiration from whenever I want. The main thing when I wrote songs is that I wrote them thinking about what she will do to the songs. And that's really great because that creates a connection between the both of us and in our music that is hard to find. You can always find that kind of connection because I've been in lots of bands. I used to work with a post-punk band here in Venezuela called Resiste Morado. It's a kind of like Joy Division band. And, that kind of music is really depressing and you get inspiration from traumatizing events on your life and that kind of shit. But now with Lombardo, I think it's more a connection thing between me and her that I haven't found with another musicians before. And that's why I'm so happy to work with her. And yeah, Teresa, I know you will love me more for that.
That's wonderful, and you guys having each other to kind of bounce your ideas off of and to work together creatively, it really makes for some awesome music.
Really, thank you for interviewing us because the job that you're doing is really great, man. You're giving exposure to new artists, and that's really great. That's what we need. I know that at least Lombardo is not a mainstream act, because we're not, but we're fine not being a mainstream act, although we would really like to be a mainstream act someday. But the way that the world is right now, I think that we're doing pretty much okay with how we are doing things right now.
Well, yes, you are. I mean, that's what this show is all about, these interviews. That's what it's all about. It's about sharing your guys' story and helping to expose your creative journey to the rest of the world. So, you know, to you guys, all you have to do is just keep creating some amazing music, keep pushing as a duo, as a band, and really just kind of exposing your sound as much as you can. And if we can help a little bit, then that's what it's all about. Am I right?
Man, you're helping a lot, because I watch all your interviews, and I love them all. I was telling you before the interview that I really love the Sunglasses Kid interview. I really loved his story about his first gig. That was a great story, man. So in Lombardo, we haven't played live yet, because we got together just before the COVID-19. So that pretty much fucked up things for us, but it's been a good thing also, because it has given us the time to create more and to have more time to create and create. And it has given time to Teresa to take too long with vocals. But it's great, man. It's great. I mean, I really love this thing that you're doing. For me, it's great, because we need more people like you to get a real venue to expose our arts. So it's not just synthwave artists. You're interviewing people who makes all kind of art. So that's really great, man. I'm really happy to do this with you.
Thank you so much for those kind words. As long as there are people to as long as there are stories in the world, there will always be people to interview. As long as there are artists out there creating amazing art, creating amazing music in whatever capacity, then we will be there to help share their music with the world.
Yeah, man, you deserve it, because I repeat it, you're doing a great job. As we are doing music to make people feel happy, you're doing a great job to give us the artists exposure, and that makes us artists really happy also. So it's like a win-win situation, you know? We are winning here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me. What are you looking forward to accomplishing the most moving forward?
Right now it's hard to say, because right now we can't do much about anything. We have to stay on lockdown. Here in our country, things are getting worse every day. Not just about the virus, it's about the economic situation, the political situation. But as I always say, we are warriors, and we're gonna still fighting. That's what we're doing. We're fighting, we're creating, and that's the beauty of music, that it doesn't matter how bad things are around you. That's the beauty of arts. It doesn't matter how bad things are around you, because arts always gives you the drive to keep going, keep going, keep going. And it doesn't matter. It's always it's a hard struggle, but it's a struggle that it worth all the effort, you know. You have to make that effort to have your songs listened to other people, you know. Other people needs to listen to our creations, because our creations are the reflection of our struggle, you know. I know, for instance, I know some other artists that I really like Dark Helmet, Sajas Camilla. They're underground artists. Rama from, I think he's from República Dominicana. Gecko, he's from Mexico. There's Sander Gavin from New York. He's a really great musician. There's Wild Ellie from France. We are right now working on a big super track collaboration together. We are about 12 artists of the synthwave scene making one track. It's been crazy. It's been crazy because there are a lot of ideas putting together, but we're getting through. But as I told you before, the thing is keep strong and to keep fighting. And the struggle is part of the art. So I don't know. I think that we should keep making music, not just to make ourselves happy, but to make other people happy. You know.
Yeah, and I can imagine, you know, it's hard where you guys are at, but you know, like you're right. You know, building and sharing your music with the world is what's helping you. It's helping you get your creativity out. And I know there, you know, with everything happening, I'm sure that it's like, you know, added pressure, but it seems like you guys are doing the best that you can in the situation that you're in. And that's great. You guys are going to be working with and collaborating with these artists coming up very soon. And I'm excited to hear what that sounds like too.
Yeah. That song that I'm talking about, with all these artists from all around the world, it's been really hard to make it. We are on a kind of a group chat on Facebook, and I came up with the idea, hey guys, let's make one big super track of all of us, and let's bring that to the world. I think that's never been made in the synthwave scene, you know. It's more than 12 artists working together. I know that there are collaborations between 2 or 3 artists, but man, more than 13 artists together making one song, I think that thing's never been done. And right now we are on the second track that we are making. And I hope that pretty soon we're gonna release it. You will be one of the first to hear about it. But here it's hard. Here it's hard to make things work, at least in Venezuela, because of the political, economical, and social situation. We have that kind of problems, like all Latin America. And I think that in the whole world, it's like that. The whole world is pretty much fucked up right now. So I believe that we have to keep struggling, and we have to keep fighting to make everything a little bit better every day. The thing
We're
is to
kind of
keep
Mad
strong
Max
and,
Venezuelan warriors.
yeah, something like that. We're kind of a cyberpunk warriors. Yeah, we are struggling to make it better, to see the bright side of it. There are a lot of artists out there that empathize with us. There's this guy from Switzerland called Dark Helmet. I don't know if you have heard of him. He's a great musician. I think he's my favorite artist of the synthwave scene. It's Ollie, right? I really love Ollie. But that guy, Dark Helmet, he lives in Switzerland. That's one of the most prolific countries in the world. And he tells me that even in his country, things are really fucked up. So that gives me kind of hope, you know, that someday we will rise victorious.
It all starts with you. Every single day, get up, try to greet the world with as much enthusiasm as you can, and continue to work and continue to strive for better. You know, every little bit that you can do, no matter what situation you are in, and to everybody out there, no matter what situation you're in, if you can do every little bit that you can to help to change things, to help brighten up your day and other people's days, you can really do some amazing things. You really can. And that's what you guys are doing right now, trying to bring a light to the dark areas. And we need that more in the world. And to everybody out there, do that. Be that, live that every single day. because that's what's important. What positive message would you guys give
Yeah.
the world out there?
I think everyone needs to follow their dreams because following our dreams is the only way we are going to feel happy, complete, and peaceful. If you start to try to make another people happy, you are going to feel so empty inside. So follow your dreams. That's the thing you need to do.
Exactly. That right there is what you need to do. Everybody out there, follow your dreams. Follow what you want to follow. You know, inside of your heart. You know, it's like don't follow somebody else's dreams. Don't base your success on somebody else's success because it is unique to you and everything that you do is unique. And be big, be beautiful, be loud, make amazing music, live life to its fullest. Be everything that you want to be in this life because that right there can really take you to some amazing places. So thank you so much, Eduardo and Teresa, for taking this time to sit down and do this interview today. To everybody out there, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and watch us have this conversation. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our Fiend YouTube channel as we have many more awesome artist interviews on the way, just like this one today. So thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Thank you very much for your interview.
Thank you, Jak. I'm so happy to be here with you, and thank you for taking time to be with us.
Well, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate all your guys' kind words. And to everybody out there, if you haven't checked out Lombardo, go and check it out now. You can find it out on Bandcamp. Go check it out. Go check out their amazing work and the amazing things they're doing. Follow their social media. Stay in touch with Ed and Teresa here because they're going some amazing places, and you are definitely going to want to see them live when they come into live shows because what they're doing, great stuff. From Jak Syn here to everybody out there, be sure to check them out. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Jak.